Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about the brand Paragon Fitwear. So I asked you guys on my Instagram if you'd like to see my review on the brand and you guys said yes. So from the newest core collection, I purchased the Racerback scoop neck top as well as two of their revised leggings and their newest joggers. So I spent about $124 subtotal, and I actually used the code Shannon to save about $15, so my final total was about $131. So I'll talk about all of the prices and all of the details that you need to know about each individual item, but let's jump right into it. All right, so the first thing that I have to talk to you guys about is the Racerback scoop neck top. This is a cropped tank and it retails for $28. I purchased this in my true bra top size, which is a medium, and this is in the color black. The Paragon branding is on the back and it looks very seamless, very classy, and it's not too in your face. Now I'm going to flip it inside out to show you guys the bra. So the bra claims to add medium support, but in my opinion, it adds very minimal to light support. You can tell here that it does have space to put in your removable cup pads. It did come with some, but I took those out, but they are very good quality and very thick. So the actual material is 80% nylon and 20% spandex. So if that doesn't mean much to you, like it doesn't for me, it is a very thin fabric, but it stretches quite a bit. It is brushed on the outside and it does feel very durable and very athletic. So you should be happy doing any sort of cardio, any high intensity interval training, and any sort of weightlifting. Now the actual design, I think that it's good in theory, but I think that the execution could have been done a little bit better. These straps, in my opinion, are just a bit too long because the sides and the front of the top scoop down very low. So if you're self-conscious about showing some cleavage in the gym, or you're self-conscious about your armpit skin, then this is not the top for you because it does droop down very low. And even the picture on the website, it's very clear that there is some potential side boob that can occur, especially if you have, medium to large chest size. As for the sizing, there seems to be a lot of extra fabric at the back, so it doesn't lie completely flat. That might mean that I just need to size down to a small, but their sizing chart does indicate that I am a size medium, and I've always purchased a size medium in bra sizes, so might just be a sizing issue. Now, would I repurchase this? In my opinion, I would say no. I'm not a huge fan of the 2-in-1 sports bras anyway because of the lack of support, but I can, add an additional sports bra underneath if I want extra coverage. But I would only recommend this if you like very light support and if you're into 2-in-1 tops, because the quality is there, it's pretty affordable, but just know that there are potential dupes for it. I found one very easily on Amazon with the very similar fabric and same design. I will post a picture right over here and I will also link it down below, but that one retails for $19 while this one retails for $28. So it really depends on which brand you want to support, whether you'd prefer supporting Paragon Fitwear or a seller on Amazon. Just know that there could be potential dupes that could have been executed a little bit better to fit your body type more comfortably. So although I think that the quality is there, I like the idea, I think that the price is pretty affordable, I would pass on it, and I would have a hard time recommending it to anyone with a similar body type if they're looking for something that is pretty supportive that they don't have to worry about while wearing. All right, so the next two things that I have are their leggings. The blue pair in Sailor Blue is the best friend, and this burgundy color is the Vanillas. Now, these are the exact same pant, but the primary difference is that the best friends do not have a front seam. So we are crushing that camel toe. We are kicking it out of 2020. We're gonna start 2021 with no camel toe. That is correct. If you're thinking about purchasing the vanilla leggings, don't do it, okay? Now, it'll just let you down every time. It'll give you camel toe, you'll be upset. So just spend the extra $3 and pick up the best friends, because they are your best friend, okay? They will be there for you. They will not give you camel toe, and you won't be upset, okay? You won't be let down, okay? So we're just gonna talk about these bad boys, but just know that they're pretty much the exact same pant, and they come in the exact same sizes, exact same colors. So we're gonna focus on these girls, okay? Now, first thing that we have to talk about is the design. So they are high-waisted and they come up past my belly button. There is no front seam, clearly. I am 5'3". They fit me perfectly. So I would say that they're probably more of a 7/8 length pant. Now the bum in these, girl, they will make your bum look good, okay? Now they have sort of like this curved line right above the glutes, and they just make your booty look poppin', okay? I promise it'll look so good. Now again, the Paragon branding is very simple. We like it. The quality is there. There's no, as you can see on the stitching, there's no extra threads peeking through. Everything looks really good. Now the crotch gusset is just a simple plain Jane crotch gusset. It's not tapered throughout the leg, nothing special. It's just a crotch gusset. And same thing goes for the vanilla leggings. So the fabric is the exact same as the crop top. So it's 80% nylon and 20% spandex. And like I said before, it is a brushed material, and it's very stretchy and it feels very durable. As for sizing, a lot of people complain about the Paragon leggings because they slide down. Now, for that reason, I did size down to an extra small in both of these, and unfortunately, I don't have a small to compare to, but I personally like my leggings to be very form-fitting and pretty tight. Now, when I was first putting them on, I was worried that I might have gone a little bit too tight, but throughout the day it did feel like they stretched out just a tiny bit, which might mean that they will slide down eventually, but I haven't done a full lower body day in these, so I can't say that they will completely. But overall, I didn't notice very much sliding whatsoever, and if it was sliding, it was very minimal, and I just had to adjust a little bit, but it wasn't, you know, super noticeable or very bothersome. All right, guys, so I'm coming at you a little bit later in the day, which is why I don't have my glasses on, but I wanted to finish up this Paragon review by talking about the joggers. So these are the high-rise joggers, which retail for $38. I purchased these in a size small in the color black. So just to quickly talk about the fabric, it is 87% nylon and 13% spandex, which is different from the other items that I previously talked about. So it's kind of hard to accurately describe this material, but I would say that it's very lightweight, very stretchy, and it isn't brushed whatsoever, so it kind of has that typical legging feel to it. And to talk about the design of these joggers, the waistband is adjustable with these little ties. You can make it as tight as you want. And the leg just tapers down into these little ankle cuffs, and the Paragon branding is written right below the pocket. And the back looks like this. It is just straight across, so there's no bum curves or anything, and it's just a very basic design. Let's talk about the quality. Now, the fabric feels okay. It doesn't feel super expensive, but it doesn't feel super cheap either. But the stitching could be a little bit better. As you can see at the front, they do look pretty similar or pretty identical. But at the back here, you can see that one side of the stitching is a little bit more cinched in. This side lies pretty flat here, but this one is obviously much more cinched in. Now, it's probably just the fabric or the type of fabric, because it is probably a little bit harder to sew, but that's just something to keep an eye on. Now at the bottom here, there is a little bit of a stitching discrepancy as well. The elastic isn't fully covered by the fabric, so there's a little bit of open elastic, which isn't super noticeable, but because the elastic is white, you can see it a little bit more clearly. Now, some minor changes that might make me a little bit happier with them is obviously some of the quality changes, but I might also change the material to be a little bit more legging-like and a little bit more soft and buttery. And I might also revise this waistband. It can look a little bit bulky, and the threading can get twisted around inside of here, obviously. So my overall thoughts and opinions. Now, I love the idea of a legging jogger. Now, my favorite legging jogger is the Lululemon Aligns, which those are a complete Align material, but they have a little bit more room in them to look like a jogger. Now, those are perfect, okay? These, on the other hand, have a little bit of a quality issue with the stitching, like I talked about before, but they are really comfortable. Now, like any other jogger, they're going to be very comfortable, but because they have some of that stretch, it does make for a really nice pant. And I feel like you could probably even lift in them if you're feeling a little bit bloated that day. You want something that's a little bit more roomy and is a little bit more forgiving. These are your friend, and they're very versatile. Now, would I repurchase these again? I probably would, because I'm a sucker for the legging joggers. But would I recommend them? Honestly, I would. I'm not super familiar with any other legging joggers, so if you have any suggestions, leave them down below for me. But that's probably the reason why I would recommend them, because they are kind of a unique idea in my mind. I haven't come across very many of them. So for that reason, I probably would recommend them, and I would repurchase them. Alright guys, so that is it for this Paragon review. Overall, I really loved everything that I got, and my top 2 recommendations would be the Best Friend legging or the high-rise basic joggers. It really just depends on what you're looking for, but both items are pretty good and they're both really, really comfortable. So I think you'll be happy with either one that you choose. As always, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. And if you have any questions or if you've tried anything from Paragon, let me know in the comments. I'm definitely interested in knowing your opinions. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.